This summer, parishioners here at Holy Cross gathered to celebrate the parish's Jubilee, 75 years, with a special Mass. Steve Kiltonick spoke to parishioners and former clergy members and explains now that the name of the church can be traced back to two alumni of a well-known Catholic college.
On June 14th, Holy Cross Parish celebrated its 75th Diamond Year anniversary. Father Quinn Tran, the pastor, celebrated the Mass with former Holy Cross pastors and assistants, including Father David Darcy, Father Daniel Pekolic, Father William Terigny, and Father Thomas Shea, who gave the homily. The parish roots go back to 1949, when Springfield Bishop Thomas O'Leary appointed two priests to lead the parish without assigning an official name.
Parish lore says that Holy Cross Parish was originally named Holy Trinity.
Both priests attended the same Catholic college, and the rest is history.
The assistant priest, Father Edward Quirk, prevailed upon the pastor, Father John Mitchell, to name it Holy Cross, because, as a matter of fact, he had graduated from Holy Cross College, and he was a star football player, and he was called Bullet Mitchell.
In 1953, Father Shea's family moved in on Gillette Avenue, not far from the farmhouse rectory and garage on Plum Tree Road.
The garage door had a little cross on it because that was where daily Mass was celebrated when the parish first opened.
Groundbreaking took place in April 1949. A year later, on Easter Sunday, the first Mass in the new church was celebrated. A big part of Monsignor Mitchell's legacy was as a builder, constructing the church, rectory, convent, and school in 15 years. Monsignor Mitchell would go on to serve as pastor for 26 years, the longest of any priest, until his retirement. In 1975, Monsignor Robert Foody, then chancellor of the diocese, was appointed as the parish's second pastor, continuing the many programs established by his predecessor and expanding the sports programs for the parish youth. Father Shea and Father Ronald Yarjo arrived in 1989 as co-pastors after serving together 9 years at Holy Family in Holyoke.
If something needed to be done, we would talk it over and then talk it over with the parishioners. So it established a kind of dialogue. You know, we use today, in today's world, we use the word synod.
Father Shea credits parishioners for making the transition to Holy Cross an easy one.
We inherited a very active, well-run parish. The parishioners were very skilled. If you need a finance committee, there were, we had a dozen people. They didn't sit back, they stepped forward. So we were just kind of directing the band, this is trying to keep everybody together, but it was really an extraordinary.
Holy Cross School, which later became St. Michael's Academy, has always been integral to the parish.
A parish school does a lot for the life of the parish because the children are involved and the parents are involved. The parents and the parishioners take great pride in their school.
The Sisters of St. Joseph staffed the school with skilled teachers and principals for many years. One of the big reasons Bill Toller and his family bought a house on nearby Wheeler Street was a school, which his three daughters attended.
You had to be here early for the 4 o'clock Mass if you were going to get a seat. I mean, that's how crowded the church was, and it was very evident to us early on that this parish was the heart of East Forest Park in so many ways.
Toller credits Father Shea for inspiring him to later become a deacon at Holy Cross.
There was a spiritual depth to Tom Shea that I appreciated so much, and I don't think I've ever told him that.
In 2003, after 14 years, Father Shea was reassigned to St. Patrick's in South Hadley. Several years later, Toller became a founding member of the Just Faith program, which helped form people in Catholic social teaching.
After the second year of that, we started the sandwich ministry. We had people that were really committed to want to do something for the homeless, and so 19 years later and 400,000 sandwiches later, we're still going.
A beloved, longtime member of the parish who recently passed was Bob Tyre. Toller became close friends with Tyre, working with him in Just Faith, the Sandwich Ministry, and the Campaign for Nonviolence.
loved Holy Cross, and as he would often tell you, I'm a founding member of this parish.
I'm a founding member of Holy Cross. I was here when I was 8 years old, and the first time that I walked through the new church was with my father.
We used to call him the mayor of the parking lot. He was the most amazing, welcoming person. And if you saw Bob, and Bob hadn't seen you in a while, he would make your day.
99-year-old Virginia Ginny Garrity, a parishioner for over 50 years, had 7 sons, all of whom were altar boys.
The best, my most close friends are mostly Holy Cross people. I was the only woman on the Athletic Association. I was on that committee, which was pretty interesting. I had plenty to say.
Tony Iacovoni, who attended Holy Cross School and St. Michael's Academy, is a member of the Pastoral Council, which planned the anniversary events.
The pastors were always phenomenal. And as I got a little older, all the pastors there have been really wonderful, especially Father David Darcy.
Father Darcy was appointed pastor in 2012 and served until 2018, when he is reassigned to St. Francis of Assisi.
David Darcy lights up a room with a smile and with a sense of welcoming. And for 8 years working with him, it was just pure joy.
I really enjoyed my time at Holy Cross. Again, the people really made the parish so wonderful. I loved the staff that I worked with. They were all so incredibly dedicated to the people. I loved how they brought the love of God to different aspects of our church. I was constantly being inspired by them, by their work.
After the anniversary Mass, a reception was held at the Cedars Banquet Hall. Various prizes were raffled off, and parishioners could watch interviews of longtime parishioners. Parish memorabilia was also displayed. One faded news clip from 1952 showed a young John F. Kennedy speaking at the Women's Club communion breakfast. A highlight of the night occurred when Father Tran was presented with a special proclamation by Springfield Mayor Dominic Sarno. As Holy Cross embarks on its next 25 years, with the centennial anniversary looming on the horizon, the banner on the front of the church will serve as the guiding light. For Real to Real, I'm Steve Kiltonic.
Congratulations to the parishioners and staff here at Holy Cross Church on your special anniversary.